Hey, welcome back, everybody. Another video. As promised, I'm gonna start to replace these motors on the Zeeks. It looks like this one is the noisy one, making a lot of noise. I have the replacement motor from Marco here, and it looks like you can't do this with this motor sitting there in here. There's two bolts, 1, 2. So the Playfield's got to come out. Then you got to take off the pulley, and you can get access to the bolts there. Be able to slide them off. It looks fairly simple. Nothing too crazy, just time consuming. Yeah. So take off the Playfield, you'll just start unplugging all these. I have these labeled so you know where they go, A, B, C, D. That way you can plug them back in, and then yeah, that's it. This Playfield will pop out. There's 2 wing nuts there, and then take the glass off, and there's 2 bolts there holding it in. Just got to be careful because this wants to come back out that way. So all right, cool. Be right back, and let me pop this Playfield out. Thanks. All right, got that out. As you can see, removed the pin, the E-clip, and we're left with this. Now I can access these 2 bolts. I'll take these off, and then we'll have to remove this pin and transfer it to the new motor. And hopefully that's all there is to it. All right, hopefully this pin comes out. Ooh, wish me luck. Be right back. All right, cut 3. Sorry for all the cuts. Hopefully I was hoping that this would all come together easily. All right, so of course we have this roll pin, and it's not coming out. I don't want to bang on this. I could tweak it, but I have a roll pin assortment you get from Harbor Freight for a few dollars. This came in handy when I was doing Paperboy, and that's why I bought it. And it's something that I never thought I would be able to utilize again. I have all these different assortments, so I started going through these, and lo and behold, I found one that actually fits in the hole and fits here. And I'm gonna try and run with that without having to bang the crap out of this to try and get it out, because it ain't coming out. It'll probably come out if I heat it up, and yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Maybe if you just leave that like that and see if we can get this to work. Yeah, we'll just try that. That slides right in there nice. It fits. Once I put the E-clip in, it shouldn't go anywhere, even though it's sliding, because it can only go, it fits in there perfect. So if it moves, it is a little loose, but it ain't gonna go anywhere once I set that in there. It shouldn't. So, like that. So okay, just a little hiccup which I knew I'd run into. And then I'm thinking maybe I want to try and take this apart and maybe try and lube it up on the inside of the motor and see if I can save this for a rainy day. Cool. All right, let's see if I can get this back together. All right, be right back. All right, take 4. And this is why I do these videos, hopefully to help other people. These bolts for this new motor, these bolts that were in there originally are too long. So by like that much, I didn't really want to do this, and I don't want to wait to sit there and go find another bolt. So this will do for now. Just put a couple washers, two bigger ones, and then one thin one. I just trial and error to make sure. I did 3 of these bigger ones, and it was a little bit loose, so I did 2 of the big ones and a little small, thinner one. Now, motor didn't move. So, yeah, that was kind of annoying. I wasn't expecting that. The old motor, the bolts, they go all the way through. But these ones, they don't go deep enough. They only go about halfway that way. So, all right, I know it's jerry rigging. don't like to do this kind of stuff, but it's late and I want to get this, see if this motor is going to work properly. So I can go ahead and later on find some bolts that actually fit. Maybe somebody knows what size I need and I can rip this all back out again. Maybe I'm just going to do the one and then find the bolts, proper bolts, and then I can replace that one there. So I guess that's the plan. So all right, be right back. Let's put this all back in and see what I broke later. All right, got everything back in. Let's see, that wasn't too bad. Just got to make sure you loosen these. There, those two. Don't take this one out. Leave that one in. Leave those in. Take that out, and this will flop down. And with the bolts there, you just kind of hold this in. Once that moves, it'll go that way. So you got to be very careful with that. And then once you move this down, I just went ahead and threaded that back in there so you don't lose it. So we've got everything plugged back in. There's new motor. I went ahead and you could maybe see a little bit of browning on that. That goes up to the lamp switches. So a little bit of heat. Probably should be repinned. I was having some issues with one of the holes basically registering, like hole 5 or 6 would register as a drain. Couldn't figure out what was going on. I started pushing in one of these pins in here and it fixed the issue. Thought I had a board issue, but yeah, it looks like that connector at some point needs to be replaced. All right, let's fire it up and see what I broke. There's always something when you try and replace one thing. Yeah. Exactly. Nothing. Perfect. All right, let's see what I plugged in wrong. All right, I'm back. I must have knocked off the edge connector from the PCB. So I'll edit in a blooper reel at the end of this video of me plugging that PCB connector back in. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, let's fire this on and see what we got here. Sorry. Yeah, you can definitely hear the audible difference between the two. Definitely. All right. Let's see what happens once I put the door back on in the glass and check the audible difference between the two. This one's definitely noisier, a little bit quieter. Yeah, I should have changed them both. I wanted to just do the one because depending on where you got the motor, there was people having issues with as far as this the newer motors being a different RPM and voltage going to them. Therefore, this one would move faster than the other one. Yeah, so I just wanted to be safe, and they would fix that by putting in, resistors, wiring, soldering them into before it goes into the motor to control the current that goes to the motor. Yeah, I guess I don't know where these people are getting those motors from that are having these issues. These ones are from Marco, and I bought the kit. The kit, it was about 300. I mean, I bought this a year ago. It was 300 and some change, almost $400 for the kit. The kit comes with 2 motors and two of the belts. So I'd already bought the belts, but I have an extra set that I got with the kit because each of these motors are around $180 shipped each. So it was a little bit cheaper to buy their kit that Marco has. So, all right. Let me put this back together. I got to test, like I was saying in the last cut, that connector and make sure before I put the glass on, and I'll play a game and just drop drop the ball into the holes and make sure that everything's registering properly. Guarantee if I do another cut here, it's going to be me showing you that I dropped that ball in number 5 or 6 and it acts like it's a drain, like I drained for some reason. So all right, cool. Sorry for all the cuts here. I don't really have a lot of room to work with here to like set up a tripod and actually let you watch the process. I try my best, but hopefully this will help anybody doing motors on an ice cold beer or Zeke's Peak. So all right, I'll be right back with this all back together, and I'll test this and make sure that everything's working before I do that. All right, to be right back again. All right, last cut. I did all the testing, all the switches, everything works, thank God. So this thing's ready to go back into the row. Yeah, cool. So for those of you who don't know, that's the number 10 hole. Through LEDs and all those, through a red LED in there. And I have a ball here. And once you get to the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when you drop it into number 10, I'm going to do cheat mode for those of you who haven't seen this. I'm going to post this to Arcade Sidekick. I just flipped the score. It's 15,000 on Noidel, but this is what happens. Pretty neat. Does a little light show. And the ball will drop. All right. I've just been messing around with this. I don't know. I kind of like the sound of the older motor. Maybe this is a little bit... definitely quieter. Is this thing getting harder? Like jumping up on me? Jumping. It's supposed to wait. Maybe. Since I'm in cheat mode, I don't really know. Look at it just jumping up. It usually does that when you're running out of time. Yeah, I think it gets harder and harder. That's what it's doing. So as it counts down, which it's not. Oh, there it goes. That's what it's supposed to do there. Ah. It's jumping. I think it gets harder and harder. Usually that ball doesn't move up like that on the easier modes. Ah, that's cool. I didn't know it did that. So, cool. Learn something every day by cheat mode. All right, guys. I did enough cuts here. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope this helps anybody in the future replacing their ice cold beer motors, and get some screws. Yeah, so you don't need to run into that. A roll pin set, so you don't need to pound that out of the old motor you get from Marco. That'll help. So yeah, roll pin set and screws. Hopefully I can. I'll post up in the description if I can find the right size exactly that you need to get. That way you don't need to do the little janky fix like I did with the washers. But yeah, you'll see it's not jumping like it was. See, it just sits there. The other one was jumping up. Makes it harder. There it goes after a while. The other one was jumping crazy. So, cool. All right. Like, subscribe. I'm going to play some Golden Tee. If you have any questions, comments, thanks for watching. Sorry to do a little downer bummer video last time. It got a lot of views and a lot of positive encouragement that actually made me want to do this this week, work on this, and finally get it done. And yeah. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Till the next video. Later. Bye. That's pretty funny. I should have kept that rolling. I don't know how that damn connector got unconnected. But yeah, that's hilarious. Start with the easy stuff, folks. I don't know how. Well, and I just should have shut the machine off, shouldn't I?